When we look in the New Testament, there are two kinds of communications that are sort of in a rivalry expressed. One is Paul is speaking about this as ribaldry, scurrility. It's some sort of filthy, quick-witted, just dirty jokes or self-centered jesting, pride talking. That's one way of communication that can be present at every table, at every home, at every fellowship, every church. Ephesians 5, verses 3 and 4. And I'm omitting some parts. Let it not be once named among you as becomes saints, neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting, which are not convenient, but rather giving of thanks. That's the other way of talking. So not convenient, not fitting. This kind of talk is not fitting in the fellowship of the saints. And welcome to the simple truth this morning. The other version of communication is described in Colossians 4:6. Let your words always be seasoned as with grace, that they may edify the hearers. So those are the two kind of communications that can come out of our mouths, but they are not decided by us choosing the right kind of words, okay? They're not decided by us deciding to flower up our speech a certain way. It's not about, like oratory and an ornamental kind of speech that is sort of supposed to bless people, talking with religious phrases or some other ridiculous solution to this. This is not decided on the level where I decide of what vocabulary will I use. But Paul is saying clearly that there are two kinds of communications. One is unfit among believers, and the other one is really the place, is really what needs to be there so that we would be edified. And we mentioned the other day that there could be someone in our fellowship who speaks, who sort of sows like discord or who creates dissent. Yeah, that's more like it. Who creates dissent by their speech because they're self-centered, they're promoting themselves, and our fellowship is to be a table of grace fellowship. So then their speech would be like dissonant there and would not be fitting. And Paul here is saying in these verses that actually it is entirely possible for us to be disruptive the same way, the contrary way in this world, because in this world everybody will speak about, some filthy thing or some selfish thing, or will speak pride or will promote themselves, and then we can sort of disrupt, we can be the dissonant sound with another way of speaking from grace. But this is not decided on the vocabulary level, but it's decided far higher in our hearts, like what table we fellowship at. Am I drawing my identity and life and joy at the table of grace? Am I receiving it all from God as a free gift? Or, am I trying to produce for the sake of acceptance or something like that? Let me close with one of David's Psalms, ending 59, verse 17 and 18, 17 in the English, sorry. Unto you, O my strength, will I sing, for God is my defense and the God of my mercy. And what David is expressing here is, I will sing a certain song because you are my merciful God. You are my gracious God. You are the God who cares for me this way. Because I know you like this, therefore will I sing. And this is my simple encouragement for all of us, that we would choose which song we sing. And let's sing this different song every day in our lives, among people who are not believers, among people who are believers. And if it is a dissonant sound, if it is not joining in the self-centered, the prideful, the whatever way that whatever song that everybody else sings, let it be so. Don't worry about that. Just represent this all your life, and God will give you fruit through this. And God bless you with that truth.